Having a big army was basically a spoils system for the Federalist Party, and they didn't want to give up that opportunity. This was not the army that we have today. It was a very partisan organization. And Adams, defying his party's wishes, did what he thought was best for the good of the nation. He put the Constitution and the country above his own partisan interests, which I'm sure sounds familiar sitting in the Ford Library. Abigail very much supported this choice. She thought that was quite essential. But there was a lot of talk. This was when they were apart, because this was one of the times she was sick. There was a lot of talk in both Massachusetts and Philadelphia that if she had been present, she would have stopped him from doing this because she would have known better. So there's a series of letters where they are writing back and forth, talking about these rumors that they're hearing, and they're laughing about that. So this is her telling him that she has heard this rumor that if the old woman, meaning her, she has a very good sense of humor about her age, was present, that it wouldn't have taken place. And she says, this was pretty saucy. Saucy was one of her favorite words. But the old woman can tell them they are mistaken, for she considers the measure a master stroke of policy. So this was an example where people liked her political influence because they thought she would do something about it. And so I then want to turn to Betty Ford, who used her incredible position for good to defy some of the expectations of women and women in politics at the time. I know you all have probably discussed and read a lot about her battle with breast cancer. And at the time, those words were not to be spoken publicly. Women did not say the word breast out loud in public. You didn't even say the word breast when you were with friends. And so to discuss your own personal health was incredibly taboo. And Betty understood that silence was very detrimental because it meant that women would not share their concerns with their doctors. They would not share their concerns with their loved ones. They would not get concerning lumps checked. And so by sharing her own journey, by being incredibly open about it, she probably saved millions of lives by encouraging women to seek out help early and often in order to prevent the spread of cancer.